All right, guys, here we go. I am back talking a little low because I'm in the library. One of my favorite places to be now. I used to come a lot, then I stopped coming because I just did. And now I've been here a lot in the past month. But it was an excellent night last night. I got to see a rare planetary alignment. And I'm going to share a little bit of what I saw. Now, I don't have my major camera anymore, so I use this phone right here to capture it. So everything is not exciting, obviously, but you can see, I'm sure there's some planetary or some, what do you call it? I know some observatory or somewhere was able to capture some great images. Plus, as you see on the thumbnail, I'm able to grab some images from a place from a place they call Pixabay. I'll show you this real quick. So if you want any images, solar system, different things like that, download for free, use them for commercial use as long as you make some changes to some of the things. This is a great place, Pixabay. But let's get back to the event. I tell you how I found out about it. I have a friend that I met when I was a teenager, which was many moons ago, and she works for a local news station now in Cincinnati, Ohio, and she does a lot of writing. She's been writing for years, man. I mean, amazing pieces, music and everything. And I was searching her name for some reason yesterday early at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't even really know why. And she published this on March the 22nd, but I was searching her name on March the 28th at like 3 a.m. And this came up, and I read it. I was like, what's she talking about? And I continued to read, and it said this: before March ends, stargazers and astronomy enthusiasts can view 5 planets aligning. I'm going to take off my earphones until I need them. Okay, 5 planets aligning in a rare cosmic event. And it says Business Insider reported that Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and Mars will align in the same sector in the sky and form an arc alongside the moon between March the 25th and the 30th. So they said the high day, the best day, according to Star Walk, was to see it was the planet parade was yesterday. And I saw it. So I'm going to show you what I saw. And I'm going to show you how cool it was. And you'll be able to, hopefully, maybe you can see it tonight. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it tonight. Because they said it was this week, but the best time, well, between March 30th. But they said the best time was last night. So, show you what I saw and show you what I thought was, what is it called? My ruling planet, Venus. And before I go, I want to show you, my mom always talks about getting that source. And although I trust what Mildred said, plus she is a source, she's a news source. And she's also grabbed it for other sources. I went to another source and I saw this at PBS, and I know them for a lot of, I don't want to say nonprofit, but not for profit, public broadcasting station. But anyway, so this is what I saw last night, guys. I can't necessarily say I saw Jupiter because there were some clouds, and you'll see the clouds coming in, but I know that I saw Venus, and I'm almost sure I saw Mars now that I'm looking at this image again. So how to spot 5 planets in the sky this week. And I'm going to look again tonight just to see. Now, the funny thing is, it's just like an hour before, hour and a half before this event started happening, or when I could see the event, the sky was so cloudy where I was located in Dayton, Ohio. But as the event, like just after sunset, everything just started opening up towards the west and going off to the east. And it was like, wow, Amazing. And so let's get started. Actually, I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I saw, and then I want to come back and just give you a little history. I've searched on Bard, and they're saying like events like this rarely happen. Like the next one is in 19 years, but then I ask it another event. Were 8 planets ever? Will there be 8 planets that ever align? And it said no. So anyway, let's get to my video, and then we're gonna come back. And I'm gonna take my face off the screen, guys, and I'll be back with you later. Now keep in mind, I have a $200 phone now, so. So this is when I first started recording. Okay guys, all is quiet on the western front. A few clouds up there. So I'm not sure if I see the planets. I do see something very bright up there, which is... That's what I think is Jupiter. That middle portion of clouds right there in the middle of the screen. Now I'm going to pause this. Let's go back a little bit. So that's probably a light. Yeah, that looks like a light. But according to that image, it would have been somewhere in there, the other two, because this was just like right after sunset. So let's see. Clouds right there in the middle of the screen. And I'm looking right towards the west. And I thought I saw the moon. Actually, the moon is above me. So there's the moon. Now let's get to this other video, which is this. Thought I saw the moon. The moon is above me. But if you see, my camera's not that great, but right in the middle section, those clouds right there in the middle, that's where I see a shining light. And it says that Venus will be the brightest. So I wonder if that's it. I'm going to step out of my car for a minute. I came to an area where, well, I came to an open area, guys, and let's go up a little bit. And I'm going to show you as the clouds begin to clear. So that's what I think was Venus. I wish I had some binoculars or something. Binoculars or a telescope. That would have been great. So here's the moon, and you can see the clouds are there. I made it darker just to see what else I see. And there is what I think is Jupiter right there. Or excuse me, Venus is right there. And then I went up to the moon again, and I tried to make it dark so I could see some things. So that was about all I saw. Now let's go to this last video. So yes, as the clouds continue to move, look at the clouds. I can tell that some of these are stars, because it's way more than 5. But with the camera that I have, they're not details. But I know for sure that one right there, you see it right there? I'm going with Venus on that one. How about you guys? Let's go. So let me go back here before we turn this off. Now, you can barely see it, but there was a slight reddish colored planet right here. I don't know if it's there. Or it was something. So this was exciting, guys. You know, just to see this planetary event. For sure. That one right there, you see it right there? I'm going with Venus on that one. How about you guys? Let's go with Venus. So I think that's Venus, and it was just exciting. So here's a little history I dug up. Let's see. This is how I use Bard sometimes. I say, it says, I'm glad you were impressed. Well, okay, let's go with this. So, where are we at? Okay, and I ask about 8 planets. You can see. I ask them how will they know. Okay, here you go. So, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus will line up near the moon. when is the next time this will happen? And then it says the next time Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will line up near the moon will be 2040, man. So you see what I'm saying? Just something so simple. I searched my homegirl's name. I think we spoke sometime in January, or we chatted sometime in January, but I don't know when we spoke since then. But like I said, she's a childhood friend. I met her when I was a teenager, 30 years ago. And it was like, for some reason, I'm looking her up, and now I see this rare planetary event. So then it said the last time this phenomenon happened was 2004. Again, we have to do some history and searching to make sure this is true. And then I said, but the thing I'm liking about Google, and I'll tell you this. So let's go to things I like about Bard, but let's go to here, which is ChatGPT, and I don't understand why. I thought this was connected to something new now, the internet. But I did the same thing here. I said Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus will line up near the moon. When is the next time this will happen? Then it says planetary alignments are relatively rare events, and the alignment of 5 planets you mentioned near the moon is even rarer. Based on your question, it is unclear whether you are referring to a specific alignment that has already occurred or if you're asking about a future alignment. Assuming that you're asking about a future alignment, it's difficult to give the exact date because planetary positions are constantly changing. However, based on the orbits of the planets, it's unlikely that all 5 planets will align near the moon anytime soon. And this has information from 2021. The inner planets, Mercury and Venus, orbit closer to the sun and move faster, while the outer planets, Jupiter and Uranus, orbit further from the sun and move slower. I have a nice little graphic to show you, which is so cool. I put it to music. Also, head to the channel. You can see the video. Mars is somewhere in the middle. Therefore, all 5 planets to align with the moon, their positions would need to be aligned perfectly, which is very rare. It's possible that some of the planets may align with the moon in the future, but it's unlikely that all 5 will do at the same time. I don't know where it's getting its information from. And that's what I like. Or is Bard just giving us any information? I know that can be the question of AI, but I'm going with Bard on this, especially since you have the whole nation that said that this was going to happen. A nation of scientists, and it was a planetary event. So just weird that this is the answer I got from chat guy. But it's like, I still love it. I still love this thing because it's giving me so many things, but I am finding myself using Bard a little more now. But look at this. I've asked over 400 to 500 questions from everything from coconut oil for teeth, zodiac, ruling planets. By the way, Venus is my ruling planet. And, I've asked so much for here, but, just to see both, it's like, interesting. Why didn't this happen? But also I have a few qualms with Bard. Like, I can see my history, my activity, but it's not telling me my questions. It's telling me my prompts or questions, but it's not showing me what the answers were. So I don't know what reason that's for. And if you look here, they show me all of my answers on ChatGPT, everything I've asked. Until I delete them. So I don't understand the difference in that. But again, Bard is considered an experiment, and ChatGPT is still advancing. So let's get back to where we were, guys. 5 planets align, and I got to see it. I was excited. I'm looking off to the west, and I know that was Venus. Now, Uranus was right above it, but I didn't see that. But I'm almost guaranteed I saw Mars, and I can't say that I saw Mercury and Jupiter, but I was looking in this general direction, and I saw everything that was there. So whether they were stars or whatever, it was amazing. So let's, I'm going to just last for another maybe 15 more minutes. But before I'm going to take a break, I want you guys to watch this video. It's fun. I created it last night, and we're going to do a lot more of these things. But let's go.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. All my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
All right, guys, I love it. And that song came from what they call Creator Music. I went to Creator Music, and it was actually right at the top. But you can find so many things in Creator. There you go, Fearless Part 2. They have a Part 1. You can find so many things in Creator Music. And this is beta. So if you don't have Creator Music, look for Audio Library, and then you can actually go to Audio Library and you can find the same thing. You just have to know the name and the title and stuff like that. And actually, look at that, that just came in. They have all kind of music. And let's just say I like to do attribution not required. I don't even think they need to do that anymore with the Creator Music because attribution is there. But then I'll go to, because sometimes you have to put it under the video. But then I'll go to genre, and let's just say I was looking for pop, and I'll apply it. And then let's say I want a mood, I want a dramatic, and I'll apply it. So you go through these things. You can do title, whatever. I normally don't do this unless I know the artist name, which this artist was. It was there. I forgot what it was. Fearless and somebody. Anyway, and then you find the music that you might want.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
And recently, they've been doing a lot of, well, not just recently, but they've been doing a lot of music with actual vocals.
I know you told gotta build up. You never.
So it's not just instrumental, but obviously you can also do instrumental if you wanted to. What's the mood? Anyway, somewhere on here you can find instrumental, or you might, let's see, instrumental. And of course you'll find more of those if you see. There you go. But man, it's a great program. It helps you to do something like I just did. I found the videos from Pixabay. I took their music and I did the editing, and it came up with a good product. All right, guys, let's move on because we're about to get out of here in about 9 more minutes. But I want to talk about Venus. So I learned that Venus is my ruling planet, and Venus is the hottest planet, and it's crazy. So I learned a little bit about Venus. We're going to listen to that, and then I'm going to try to wrap this up here in about 9 more minutes. So let's listen to Venus. And let's see. So first I'm going to say Venus, similar in structure and size to the Earth. Venus' thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. And we might not listen to it all. You can always go here. This is from NASA about the solar system. They have so much stuff on their site where, and it's obviously a great source. So let's read this with my revoicer program and go.
Venus is the second planet from the Sun and is Earth's closest planetary neighbor. It's one of the 4 inner, terrestrial, or rocky, planets, and it's often called Earth's twin because it's similar in size and density. These are not identical twins, however, there are radical differences between the two worlds. The latest. Venus' squishy outer shell may be resurfacing the planet. Venus resources. Venus has a thick, toxic atmosphere filled with carbon dioxide, and it's perpetually shrouded in thick, yellowish clouds of sulfuric acid that trap heat, causing a runaway greenhouse effect. It's the hottest planet in our solar system, even though Mercury is closer to the Sun. Surface temperatures on Venus are about 900 degrees Fahrenheit, 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. The surface is a rusty color, and it's peppered with intensely crunched mountains and thousands of large volcanoes. Scientists think it's possible some volcanoes are still active. Venus has crushing air pressure at its surface, more than 90 times that of Earth, similar to the pressure you'd encounter a mile below the ocean on Earth. Another big difference from Earth, Venus rotates on its axis backward, compared to most of the other planets in the solar system. This means that, on Venus, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, opposite to what we experience on Earth. It's not the only planet in our solar system with such an oddball rotation. Uranus spins on its side. Venus was the first planet to be explored by a spacecraft. NASA's Mariner 2 successfully flew by and scanned the cloud-covered world on December 14, 1962. Since then, numerous spacecraft from the U.S. and other space agencies have explored Venus, including NASA's Magellan, which mapped the planet's surface with radar. Soviet spacecraft made the most successful landings on the surface of Venus to date, but they didn't survive long due to the extreme heat and crushing pressure. An American probe, one of NASA's Pioneer Venus multiprobes, survived for about an hour after impacting the surface in 1978. More recent Venus missions include ESA's Venus Express, which orbited from 2006 until 2016, and Japan's Akatsuki Venus Climate Orbiter, orbiting since 2016. NASA's Parker Solar
So what we're going to do is shut that down because it's a lot of information. And I'm going to actually put these links in the description below. And we're going to round out about with this. I wanted to start something called something Wednesdays. What did I call it? Anyway, I wanted the popular Wednesday, Motivational Wisdom Wednesdays. There you go. And I got that from ChatGPT. That was his idea. And so I came up with these motivational sayings about dealing with, well, I'll just show you what I said. Please create 10 motivational wisdom on Wednesday thoughts using the galaxy, solar system, stars, moon, and stars to motivate. And here's what we got, guys, and then we'll get ready to close it after this.
The galaxy is a vast and beautiful place, with billions of stars and planets. It's a reminder that there's always something new to explore and discover. The solar system is our home, and it's full of amazing things to see and do. Take some time to learn about the planets and moons, and appreciate the beauty of our solar system. The stars are like beacons of hope, shining brightly in the night sky. They remind us that there is always light to be found, even in the darkest of times. The moon is a symbol of change and renewal. It reminds us that even though life can be tough, there is always the chance for a fresh start. The stars are a reminder that we are all connected. We are all part of something bigger than ourselves, and we are all capable of great things. The moon is a reminder to be patient and to trust the process. Things may not always go according to plan, but if you keep going, you will eventually reach your destination. The stars are a reminder to be grateful for what you have. There is always someone who has it worse than you, so appreciate the good things in your life. The moon is a reminder to be present in the moment. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Just enjoy the present moment. The stars are a reminder to dream big. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. Just keep working hard and never give up. The moon is a reminder to be kind to yourself. You are your own worst critic, so be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for your mistakes.
And there you go, guys. So embrace AI. I mean, AI does some of the most incredible things. And even when I put in my prompt that is, I said stars, no stars, moon, and stars to motivate, it still knew what I wanted. And let's go, I'm gonna go here live and do this, because I'm gonna tell you, ChatGPT still has great value, has excellent value. What am I talking about? It's just sometimes I'm a little upset with you guys, but they've done so much for me, can't be too upset. I just want y'all to update your model. But watch this. And there you go. And because of the little event that they had, they actually, I pay $20 a month for ChatGPT, and with their little event that they had recently, they actually refunded me $20. So can't be mad at that. I love it. Let's get Nova, and we're gonna get out of here with this reading. You see how quick that is, guys? Embrace AI. Don't worry about what they're saying. It's going to do this, it's going to do that. Just embrace it.
Sure, here are 10 motivational thoughts to inspire you on Wednesdays, using the galaxy, solar system, moon, and stars. Just like the planets in our solar system, you have a unique place in this world. Embrace your individuality and let your light shine. The vast expanse of the galaxy reminds us that there are infinite possibilities and opportunities waiting for us. Don't limit yourself, aim for the stars. The moon teaches us that life is cyclical and that change is inevitable. Embrace the ebbs and flows of life and trust that everything will work out in the end. Like the stars in the sky, you have the power to light up your own path and guide others. Use your talents and skills to make a difference in the world. Sometimes, it takes being in the darkness to appreciate the light. If you're going through a tough time, remember that it's only temporary, and better days are ahead. The sun is the center of our solar system, just like you are the center of your own life. Focus on your goals and priorities, and everything else will fall into place. The galaxy is constantly expanding, just like your potential. Keep pushing yourself and never stop growing. The stars in the sky remind us that anything is possible if we believe in ourselves. Trust in your abilities and don't be afraid to take risks. The solar system is a reminder that everything is connected. Treat others with kindness and respect, and you'll receive the same in return. The moon and stars light up the night sky, providing guidance and inspiration. Use them as a reminder to stay focused on your goals and dreams, and you'll achieve great things.
All right, about to get out of here. I'm gonna let this video hit one more time because I love it.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.